Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I welcome you to watch the opening of the Masters of the Universe Classics Wind Raider vehicle. This is the first vehicle in the Masters of the Universe Classics line, although we were teased last year with the Battle Ram by the Four Horsemen. The first vehicle to actually make it into this line is the classic Wind Raider. And I'm pretty damn excited, if you ask me. I mean, just look at this box. This box art is gorgeous. You know, I'm happy that they kind of went with that, because that'll look pretty cool on my shelf, I think. You know, I think that will be included on my display. You can kind of incorporate that. So, very awesome. It was actually done by the same artist who had done the original Wind Raider, but pretty neat. I mean, you get Castle Grayskull, you know, you got Man-at-Arms in there firing from there, you got Skeletor and Evelyn and Beastman firing on the Rotons, and of course He-Man piloting the Wind Raider. And boy, wouldn't it be awesome if we got Rotons? I think that'd be pretty neat. You know, I know they're probably not the most anticipated vehicles, but you know, good guys got the Wind Raider this year. Next year, give us the Rotons. Although, then again, I believe Toy Guru has said that they will be giving us the Granomir, so we won't have a vehicle next year. So anyways, without further ado, this is my unboxing. I have not opened up this yet. And let's just take a minute to look at the back here. And I mean, by now you've probably already bought yours. I mean, this is kind of after the fact, but you know, I just enjoy doing this. Here's the kind of schematics, if you will, from Man-at-Arms. He you know, kind of outlining all this stuff. So, I have actually not opened the Wind Raider yet, and I really... I actually was looking around online. I was like, hey, has anybody even done this? So, I'm going to just do it very carefully, and hopefully we can all kind of come to some sort of understanding, because I really don't want to ruin this box art. I want to be able to put this box up on display. So, but this is very neat. So, the way they have the tape kind of fastened here, not only do they have the actual pieces of cardboard in here. See, okay. See, now I want to be very careful with peeling that. Now, I know this might not be the most useful for you guys to see. I do apologize. My system or setup is not quite as sophisticated, but I think I'm the only person doing this, because I did spend a minute searching on YouTube and He-Man.org, and there were no how-to videos. So, okay, so looks like I'm just cutting the tape here right along the top, pulling out the tabs just very carefully, and it should just pull out here. I'm going to take this off the screen. Alright, so we got some pieces of cardboard. Now the box, make sure you don't have it tipped the wrong way. Okay, so the box just comes out. Whoop. And this is what you get out of the box. So here's the Wind Raider, all neatly tied up, packaged in there. It's pretty secure. So this is where these come in handy, and I always, if I can cut twisty ties, I do it on the outside of the box rather than on the inside, so that way you minimize any... I hate these things. It's the most biggest pain in the ass of taking out a toy. Yeah, because again, I just like to try and minimize the contact between the toy and the blade. So this, I guess, isn't going to be as much of a review as it is you listening to me talk and maybe see some blurry pictures of me cutting strings. I gotta give them credit, though. I mean, these are, I would wager to say, a little bit more environmentally friendly than the normal twisty ties that we're all used to. Ugh. See what's going on back over here. Okay, so I have my wings. I have my little anchor here. Okay, so this is the actual stand, and this was a huge selling point for me. This this stand here. Alright, so some assembly may be required, but we have the tail feather. Oh, this is beautiful. If I remember correctly, you kind of have to... And yes, I have the little guns. I just saw on Poe Ghostal's website, they had actually... the one that he received was kind of defective. So here we go. So that goes right. Yeah, it was defective. So see, we have the underneath here. Well, we have some dust here, but everything. See, everything's nice and painted. We have some nice. I mean, the lines on this are great. No stickers to apply. That's key. That's huge in my book. Now these wings are a little rubbery. I mean, I thought they would have been like a kind of a harder rubber, but I mean they're not soft by any means, but they're a little rubbery. Gee, I don't even know if this thing's gonna be able to fit in here. Well, that's what she said. Okay, so the wings kind of move with each other. I'm just trying to get this sort of like a hexagonal peg here, and I just want to make sure it gets in there. So I'm gonna take this off screen for a second. Just at a better angle. Here we go. Now they match up. So I mean, this is pretty easy going. I mean, they did include instructions of how to assemble. It says assembly. So basically it's a picture diagram. It's better than a IKEA. So assembly, insert the wings. Kind of have to lift this up. I remember them saying, although it doesn't even look like that now. The action feature is hidden here, but I guess that isn't going to work. But yeah, to play, this is your button, and I guess you can't have it wounded up. I don't know, or maybe that's supposed to spin. But this goes, and the tail feather goes, and then of course we have the stand here. And like I said, that's really big. I love having that stand. It'll make a great display piece. So I'm just gonna take my tail feather that came in a little plastic baggie. Opening the baggie. A recyclable plastic baggie, no less. See, number 4. Okay, so the tail feather, and again, this is kind of a, I don't know. I mean, it's. I wouldn't call it exactly pliable, although that looks like it's just glued in on here, so that's a little loose, but not loose in that it's going to detract from it. Okay, probably be good if you could see this. So I'm going to take the end of the tail feather here and just kind of go like that, and it should just snap right into place. Of course, they did give us directions. Da-da-dee-da-da-da. So, here we go to play, assembly. Yeah, so that goes up, that goes up. And then I'm just gonna pull this out. So this tail feather should be able to go. I'm gonna try and put the tail feather in, the bottom in first. No. This is a little more complicated than I signed up for. Okay, well, that'll do for now, I guess. It's not on there 100% accurate, but it'll do. Just for the sake of time. Now, I do have a He-Man here. So, I mean, this is pretty neat scale, I think. Now, how do we fit our He-Man figure in there? He should just kind of slide in. Let me take off his weapons here. The figure should just slide right in. Now, that's pretty. He-Man's pimping. Look at this, and there's even controls for him to hold on to. That is pretty neat. I pick this up. That is pretty neat. I'm pretty happy with this purchase, and you know, I will certainly be putting him on my shelf immediately, and almost makes me wish I picked up 2. I mean, the details on this thing are so nice. I like the fact that there's no, you know, stickers to apply. You know, look at this nice detail in here with there's like more weapons and stuff. So very cool stuff.